So since my last news roundup video, the official Xenoblade Twitter account has showed us a lot of new content, as well as Nintendo releasing the third volume of the Xenoblade Note. Today we'll be doing another news roundup and to dive into some secrets I found. I will probably do a news roundup every time a new volume drops, so make sure to subscribe so you never miss out on those. And we're starting off hot with this clip of a cutscene, showing some backstory between Ethel and Noah. In this clip they show Ethel saving Noah, Lance, Riku and 2 High Entia from an Agnian attack. And the caption states, "Since then, Noah and his friends have looked up to her, so why does she now see them as enemies?" The High Entia with brown hair could maybe be Sion, who we saw in the trailer. Other than that, we can see Ethel's tattoo is completely marked red. We don't know exactly what this means, but it's interesting to point out. Next we got a gameplay clip showing that you can switch between enemies you are fighting. This clip confirms that the circle arts will recharge over time like in Xenoblade 1, and the diamond shaped arts will recharge by auto attacking like in Xenoblade 2. We can also see Noah attack cancelling into air slash, but then getting attacked by an enemy. He then gets a red exclamation mark above him, indicating that he has low health. We can also see the tactics menu again, and it shows us that the player can switch to Mio or Senna by using L and R. Now we have a character overview of Kamuravi. He is commander of Agnes' colony Delta, and he has earned the name Smoldering Kamuravi for his fiery passion on the battlefield. He always has respect for his opponent and seems to be the rival of Ethel. Other than that, spoilers for Xenoblade 2, his lance kinda looks like the third Aegis sword in the final cutscene of Xenoblade 2. Next up we got some interesting info on monster types. In Xenoblade 3 there are 4 types of monsters: normal, elite, unique and lucky. We already know normal and unique monsters, but elite and lucky monsters are new. Elite monsters are stronger than usual, and lucky monsters are like normal enemies, but they have a higher chance of dropping rare items. This will make it a lot easier to get certain items from enemies with a low drop rate. Then we got a post about arts that doesn't really reveal anything new, but then we get a post about luring unique monsters. So we have the luring function back, which is cool and all, but we actually get to hear a bit of the unique monster battle theme. The team actually takes a few elements of You Will Know Our Names and You Will Recall Our Names in the beginning. Other than that, we can see that the timer for unique monsters is back. So that means that we'll most likely see tombstones return. So you can re-battle monsters and beat your previous time. More on this later. We can also see a new green icon on the minimap. This could either be a main story quest or a side quest icon. Now we'll be taking a look at some of the locations that Nintendo has shared with us. Starting with Milik Meadows. This seems to be a combination of Gar Plains and Gormat. We can see Territorial Rotbart in all his glory, and Zack's guidepost from Bionis Leg. Lastly, we can also see these red lights on the grass. These are probably footsteps that you need to follow for a quest. Next up we got Aegis Wilderness, which seems to be a combination of Fallen Arm and Moradane. The desert has completely taken over all the greenery from Fallen Arm, and all that's left are these trees that look like they're on fire, which look pretty sick. We can also see something in the background here. I think it's probably an iron giant, or part of a colony. Then lastly we can see a unique monster tombstone here, which confirms my theory from before. Now we have Great Kotte Falls, which gives me some Leteria and Saturn Mars vibes. But this place seems like the hardest to guess what the origin was. We can see Colony Lambda, which is led by Izzard, and we can see some pink vines that you can climb. We can also see an old building that could maybe be from the lands of Morta. Which brings us to the final revealed area, which is Mekta Wildwood. This is the most obvious combination to guess, because the name is very inspired. It's a combination between Mekna Forest and the land of Morta. Mekna, Morta, Mekta. Here we see a lot more buildings and a lot of huge trees. We can also see grind rails, more vines and a campfire. This suggests that the camp feature from Torna will return. On the Japanese Xenoblade website you can actually see a blurred background of the party while at the campfire. But we are not done yet. This post confirms that there will be additional party members that can join the party. They're called heroes and fill up the 7th slot of the party. The screenshot shows Riku and Manana as the 7th member here. And in these next posts, we'll get to know all about these new Nalpan. Riku is from Kieves. He handles item crafting and maintains the Iron Giant. The post specifies that Riku and the other Kieves party members are from Colony 9, which could be the same Colony 9 from Xenoblade 1 in the future. Manana is from Animus and is an amazing cook. She will probably make all kinds of food that you can use as pouch items. More on that later. The caption says that she even was the colony's head chef at one point. We also have 2 clips out of a cutscene with Riku and Manana talking. They're basically just introducing themselves. But this is probably the scene where the Kieves party and the Animus party meet each other for the first time.
リクもコロニー9ではメンテナンスとクラフトを担当してたもん。あとこいつらはリクのお供も。こき使ってくれていいもん。
なんだよお供って。
マナナですもん。ミオさんたちのコロニーで料理を担当してたですもん。煮物、焼き物、揚げ物、なんでもござれですもん。ゴンザレスの目玉だって美味しく調理いたしますもん。
Now we have a character overview of Izzard. He is commander and tactician of Agnes's colony Lambda. The caption also says that he was former mentor of Taion and helped him become a tactician as well. But now he is attacking Taion and the others. Here we have another gameplay clip, this time showcasing Noah's arts. Here's what the caption has to say. Sword Strike, an art from Noah's class Sword Fighter, deals great damage to enemies from the sides. Thrust Edge, another Sword Fighter art, deals more damage from behind. Noah excels at damaging his enemies from the side or back. So we now know that arts aren't tied to characters, but rather to their class. Noah's class is the Sword Fighter class, which focuses on positional bonuses and dealing damage. In the clip we also get to see what the chain attack meter looks like when it's fully charged. Noah also seems to play kinda similar to Shulk. And here's a gameplay clip showing Mio's arts. The clip also plays the elite monster battle team. The caption states, Mio's class, Zephyr, has arts such as Butterfly Edge, which concentrate the enemy's attacks directly on her. Her status as defender makes her perfect for evading attacks. When the enemy is targeting Mio, use Air Fang for increased attack. So Mio's attacks will mostly aggro the enemy and buffer evasion rate. 2 of her arts have the same name as Fiora's arts in Xenoblade 1, and she probably plays similar to her and Dunban. Nintendo of America's Twitter account has also showed us some of the previous clips but slightly different and in English. I'll play them all now and then discuss some of the new things found in the footage.
Well, we've been found.
So in the first clip we can see a little food icon, which is probably a pouch item that is applied to the entire party. In the second clip we can see that the white sandy area connects to the Aegis wilderness, as well as Noah using a really cool art, which could maybe be his talent art. Then the final clip shows us Sana using what seems to be her talent art, where she gets a double hammer that looks kinda like a dumbbell. Now we'll look at some of the final things that were only shown on the Xenoblade note. First we have a look at the map. Landmarks are back and you can fast travel to them like in other Xenoblade games, as well as secret areas, which are rare landmarks. If we look at the map, there are some interesting things to note. We can see that the map is a lot more detailed this time around, clearly showing elevation and waters. And if you press the Y button, you can place a marker on the map. This seems really useful, since it seems like this will be one large connected open world, instead of the separate areas connected through loading screens. We've seen a few markers in some screenshots it seems. Then we can also see that the map is currently all the way zoomed in, while the map on the screen still seems kinda big. So my guess is that if you zoom all the way out, you can see the entire map of Ionios. There's also a box where you can pick the time of day, but it's unclear if this is the change time option or something else. And finally we have field skills. These are special actions that will increase by learning from the people you meet during your adventure. And by increasing these field skills, you will be able to explore a wider world. So it seems like you need certain field skills to grind on the rails and climb certain vines. This is a little concerning, since field skills were pretty bad in previous games, as they stopped you from exploring parts of the world, from opening chests, and from progressing in certain main and side quests. In Xenoblade 2 the field skills were acquired by bonding with blades, which are luck based, and you had to switch between them each time you wanted to do a field skill. Now luckily it doesn't seem like the gacha mechanic will return in Xenoblade 3. But let's hope that the field skills will actually be a neat feature this time around. And that was all the news released since the last Xenoblade note. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section below and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on the next Xenoblade roundup video. Thanks for watching and I'll see you all later.